Alright. This is the long-awaited tier list. Ended up messaging about 60 people, at least 60 people, on Discord. So my Discord's been pretty active the past few days. Lots of you trying to tell me what you think about yourselves and all of that. But yeah, we're just gonna do one recording and essentially just raw dogging this. The only thought that I've given to this is the top 5. Outside of that, this is just going to be done on the fly. I'm going to drag your name in and just say a little bit about you and where I think I would place you. And then probably at the end I'd have to neaten it up and do like the final edit. But yeah, let's just go for it. So let's start with Danny. Yeah. Number 1 fan. I think I played with him recently, and he ended up playing really well. So he has it has improved his rating, my rating of him. I think originally what I was gonna say is he's a really good player, right? But he's a little bit weaker on main heal and death. And I think what I was going to say is, if you're a little bit weaker in the main heal and death compared to like your Cole and 2A, I'd say I'd put you to C. But yeah, he played really well on main heal and death. Ended up getting PBs in pretty much every role there, I think, in one of the 5 Rs, one of the 5 rounds that we did. So yeah, I think we're going to put him in B. That's very good. Like, he's probably a top tier Cole, but to get into the like A, S, even B, I guess, yeah, you need to be good on main heal or death. And that main for you leeches is essentially just attacker, like attacking in leeches where you have to do the forcing and all of that good stuff. So yeah, put Danny in B. Crimson Echo, I think this is an A, personally. I know he doesn't attack, he only leeches, but he's probably one of the most consistent leech deaths in the game. I'd even say he's arguably more consistent than I am in normal leech. Probably not speed leech, because he's only just learnt that. But yeah, normal leech death, he is... yeah, it's pretty much the best, I would say. Very, very, very good EU player. Heals as well. Very good healer. But I don't know, that's kind of seems to have given it up a little bit. But yeah, A tier. Somu? Awesome Somu. Somu's been really, really good recently. Really been good at the healer. I think what we're going to find here, a common recurring thing, is people's load times, holding them back. So I would like to put Somu in S, but I can't justify it because of the load time, sadly. It's just one of those things. So we're going to have to put A, and I think Somu is going to be top of A. We'll see. Like I said, we'll change it. But yeah, it's essentially S tier player, I would say. But yeah, load time holds him back for sure. Not that he can't trowel. Like, he can still trowel quite a bit better than the majority of people here, I think. But yeah, it's not like my QS, put it that way. But it's still very good. UIM, probably go A again. I'm going to put him above Crim just because he plays all roles. He also does 5-mans as well. That's another thing I should have said, actually. Somu plays Leech and 5-man. Also does the Leech speed stuff as well, which not too many people do. Because it's pretty difficult. Yeah, UIM, he branches. I've seen him hit a couple, actually. Very good QS. Yeah, very good player. A tier. Like, I think he can trow EU as well. He can OS cool EU. Like, you know, if he's getting railed with instas, he's not gonna choke the OS calls, which is really, really strong quality to have. K and D. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably enjoying playing with him the most out of everybody right now, just because he's been grinding the hardest. I think recently, anyway, he's shown the most progress. Um, I'd like to put him in S, but I can't, not yet. Still a little bit weaker on heal, but he's a sub 10 attacker, sub 10 main, and sub 10 defender. I think he's got sub 10 all apart from healer. But yeah, just needs to get towards the sub 10 mark on healer. Then I think you'd be looking at S. But yeah, it's very consistent. His maining's really, really, really fucking good. Even a defender. I think his wave 8 on defender's a little bit sus. But that's alright. Good OS calls. Yeah. Converse. I think... I think I'm going to put him B, personally. I think doesn't attack, only defends, and I wouldn't say he's super consistent on the defending either. Healing's decent, like he can get sub 11 normal leeches and shit, like fairly consistently. Would I put him above Danny? Probably. Just. No, I would actually. Yeah, I think I would. They're just different players. Like this list is going to be really. It's going to be difficult. We've got quite a variety of skill levels. We've got leeches who only play leech. We've got 5-manners that only play 5-manners. We've got some people that play both. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit challenging. Like, some people don't even play all roles, so I'm going to have to judge them on the role that they play in the leech or the 5-man that they play. But at the end of the day, I guess we're all playing the same game. Like, we're just clicking the same things. It's the same shit. So it's quite easy to judge in that way, I feel. And something I should say actually about the top 5, what I personally am looking for in a top 5 player is someone who can do 5-mans and leech, all roles, pretty much everything. Can do the branching, can do the 63-7, can do the 66-7 in leech. Everything, really. Like, you can play all worlds, OS cool, trap, like the whole fucking package is what I'm looking for in a top 5 player. So, yeah, we'll get there. Icebox. He's been grinding really hard, I think, over the past few months. Like, I've been looking on the site, and he's definitely been getting the sub 11s in normal leeches. He's also been doing 5-mans. I haven't played with him like all that much, if I'm honest, but I've played with him a little bit. We did do a 5-man, I think a couple of months ago now. Doing Midwest, doing full send. So I think this is an easy B, and I think he'd be quite high up on B. In fact, yeah, I feel like I'm doing converts a little bit dirty there, but we'll just leave it like that. Like I said, I'll go around and we'll edit this properly later. Holy Lex. Recently taught him Midwest. I think he's a really good player, to be honest. He's been around for quite a while. I think he was banned in CBA, but he's on the redemption arc, and I don't think he's put a foot wrong since joining again. I'm going to put him C for now. It's early days still. Like, I think he's only just started learning the proper shit, I think before he was kind of just playing the game, but now he's like actually learning. And there's something to be said as well. Like, if you just take a quick glance at all the players here, there's no bad players really. So even the D tier is still gonna be a good player. Or maybe I'm coping. No, but you know what I mean. There's no really bad players. We'll see. Kitty or Azure on Discord makes strats, which does help the rating, I think. I think I'm gonna go A, and I'm gonna put him above Crim, I think, just because he does make strats. Been in the West Coral record together. Yeah, leave him in A for now. Devil. Not played too much of him outside of DH, duo heal. Yeah, I think he said to me that he would put himself in D tier. I think quite a few of you said that, but I don't necessarily agree. I know in normal leeches he tends to AC pref. He doesn't heal or def anymore, which I think he should, because from DH he's like pretty solid at it. I'm just gonna see. Hafter. Ooh. Another player who's been grinding recently a lot. Pretty high skill ceiling, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe lacks... I don't know. Maybe not quite as consistent. I don't think he has, like, that many gambles. Well, you know, he's got, like, a few thousand, but... yeah, it's still a lot. But, like, what I'm trying to say is, like, it's not that many compared to me. Like, I have 16,000, for example. So, and I think consistency comes with, like, the more gambles you have, the more consistent you'll be. Yeah, no, but, like, don't get me wrong, he's still very consistent. And yeah, really good QS, really good branches. Branches on EU as well. OS calls all well. Like, he is the full package, essentially. But yeah, a little bit shy on the PBs, I think. But that's partly because he doesn't play too many speeds. I can't put him in S because of the PBs, so I'm going to put him A. Where I put him in A, I will put him after Somu. Somu has the PBs, but yeah, I think Hafter's got a really high skill ceiling, but just needs to keep playing, really. Keep playing, keep grinding, and he'll easily be an S, I think. Jess. Ooh, okay. Jess is a really good def. Uses a lot of plugins, which obviously is gonna affect my rating, I think. Like, a crazy amount of plugins, actually. Not just plugins, but like banned plugins, I think. I'm gonna go C because the defending is really... I'm gonna go top of C. The defending is actually really good. Knows all the meta shit, basically. OS calls really well, albeit with the help of... I don't really know what it is, but it's like a left-click horn. Yeah, has gotten into 5-mans. What I like about, I'm gonna say, these kind of players is they're really good at, like, collector. Like, they'll do a full send collector round in 5-mans, and they're not really gonna troll you. Like, they're gonna get the job done. So that plays a big part in my rating, despite all the plugins. I'm still gonna go top of C for now. Alright, let's get a little bit of water here. I'm gonna do a lot of talking. Alright. Data. Alright, this is gonna be our first top 5 player, I think, for me personally. He has as many gambles as me, I think, if not more. We both have around 16,000. Been playing this game for fucking years. Plays all roles, 5-man leech, branches, 63-7, OS calls trowels on EU and on US. Like, it's the full package, yeah. So for me, that's a top 5, and just the consistency, it's like top 5. Yeah, easily. I'd even go as far as saying I think me and Data are possibly the most consistent players in the game. But that's just purely because of the gambles we have. 16,000 gambles is a lot. But yeah, I'd put Data right up there. Top 5. Jesse, okay. Again, a lot of gambles. They're over 10,000, I think. but only plays leeches and only does collecting and defending, and mainly collecting. Doesn't really do too much defending. One thing that did annoy me actually is we tried teaching Jesse Midwest, but then he kind of just sacked it off and never put an effort into practicing it once he'd actually tried it. So yeah, let's go see. Very consistent, but yeah, I wish he would do the Midwest, because then he would actually start defending, and I think he'd be pretty good. So, where in C would he go? I think top of C, maybe. I don't know. In fact, I think Jess, because Jess plays 5-mans as well. Yeah, we'll do that. Grey Goon or Cold Resistant Elephant on Discord. Known him for fucking ever, same as Data. Like, we've been around for for a long ass time now. I think he has a really high skill ceiling, but I don't think he watches many BA vids. I can't justify S, but I can justify very high in A. I think that's fair. Doesn't play, well, he kind of plays 5s, or he used to anyway. Plays a little bit of 5s sometimes. But yeah, mainly leech now. But he does do the speed leech. Decent PBs. But yeah, really good at branching. What he does, he's bad at getting pre-move, I think, which does affect the QS overall. But yeah, in terms of skill level, really, really high, I think. Really high. Raid. Oh, this is going to be it. Alright, well, you can see, first of all, the only person who didn't send me a fucking screenshot of himself. That's alright, we'll just use his Discord ting. Like I said, what I look for in a top 5 player is the things I mentioned. Plays leech, 5-mans, and does like all roles to the best, to like the top level. Raid, little bit boomer on the attacking and defending, but probably the most skilled player on this entire list. Probably the best healer in the game still. I think Salsa's closed the gap quite a bit, and they might even be equal, but obviously Raid has better pings. So we got to take everything into account. So yeah, I'd say Raid is better, is the best healer in the game. So we're going to put him in S. Can't justify top 5 because of the attacking and defending. Not that it's bad, he's still better than pretty much all of you, like a lot of you anyway, but yeah, just shy of the top 5 pretty much for that reason. But yeah, best healer in the game. The highest skill ceiling on this list, I think. Flash. Been really good. I think he doubts himself a little bit. And it's slightly, I would say, a bit of a choker, like on pace, on heal, which I think is a fair thing to say. But again, really high skill ceiling. Like, he can do the note tab orbs every tick. Pretty consistently as well, which is a really difficult thing to do. I struggle with doing that. Can right click fairly well, I think. He's a very skilled player, just a little bit choky, which does affect it. If he can work on that, just realize that we're playing the same round every single time. It's the same thing. If he can work on that and just get over that, I think he'd be nearer S. But I'm going to put him in A. Probably have to put him behind Somu, I think. Difficult one. We'll go back and change this after. Exley. Oh god. Okay. So I know I just mentioned all those things what I look for in a top 5 player. Like 5-mans, leech, except like all roles. And Exley has just gotten into 5-mans. Like, he's spent 2 days playing 5-mans, and like it's done maybe 4 5 rounds. And he already has like a 10-10 average across main, 2A, heal, collector, and defender. Like 10-10 in literally all 5 of those roles already. Higher branch percentage than me, which is pretty crazy because I am very fucking good at the branches. So yeah, that one hurt a bit. That one hurt a bit. Yeah, his skill ceiling, I just gotta say, his skill ceiling higher than mine, I think, for sure. I think, yeah. So for me, he is top 5. He is a top 5 player. Very, very fucking good. When we get the rest of the board filled in, we'll go back and talk a little bit about it all. But yeah, top 5. RFSU, or Rufus. Oh, okay. I think he's really good. It's not been, or like he's a little bit reluctant to heal or defend these days, I think. But I know he's good at those. His attacking's really good. Like he can trowel, although he never scouts, I think. Forcing's really fucking good. Tempted to put him A tier, to be honest. But we'll go back and look at it all later. I'll leave him in A for now. Roche. Not played with him all that much recently. I think he's come back from a break. Seen him learning defender. Well, not learning, but like, you know, learning more stuff for defender. And a little bit for main. I think he's, for some reason, stopped healing. I remember maybe 2 years ago or something, he was a really good healer. But yeah, seems to have not stopped, but maybe just focusing on attack and main. He plays leech and 5s as well. I think we'll go B to here. Big boy. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, this guy had the fastest come up I think I've seen out of anybody. Like, just insanely good on every role, to be honest. Can do it on, I think now he would be able to trowel and branch on EU as well. I think his load time's got a little bit better. I've noticed his QS has gotten significantly better, I think, since getting that load time. Like, it's literally the same as mine, I'd say. But yeah, I gave a lot of thought to it, and I didn't put him in the top 5. I didn't do it, but I'm gonna put it. I think he's gonna be top of S, but we'll see. We'll go back and do it. The only reason he beats Raid here, I think, is because he does all roles, does all the meta shit: attack, heal, def, 5-mans, 4-mans, and even duo heal. So yeah, easy S. Soup. I think he's really skilled. He just has a bit of a shitty setup. And quite high ping, I think, as well. Ooh. I think in terms of skill, A. Easy A. Not sure. I think we're just going to have... I'm not going to focus too much on where everyone's ranked now. We're going to have to do it after, otherwise we'll be here all day. I'm just going to put them in the tier, and then we're going to change it all later. Artins. I'd put him between A and B, but I think he... But looking at the people... Like it's a little bit scuffed, because, like, yes, he's better than all 4 of these people, I think. It's just a little bit scuffed. Maybe we need more tiers, but anyway, it is what it is. Yeah, I'll leave him in A. Good on attack, heal, and death. Plays 5-mans, really. Oh, leeches as well, but I'd say he's pretty shit in leeches compared to his 5-man, if I'm completely honest. Yeah. Good player. I think he's a good player. Dren. Ooh. Only thing holding Dren back, I think, is the ping. Or like the sort of connection issue. Still S for me. Very knowledgeable. Makes Yeah, I don't know. The guy just knows everything, you know. But yeah, doesn't play fives, only plays leech. But yeah, easy S tier. Insanely good healer, actually. He is a better healer PB than I do in leech. So I think that speaks volumes. Kiv. Tempted to put Kiv around here in C. Put next to Jess, I think. Kind of steady progress, I would say. Maybe, yeah, just kind of steady with it. Taught her Midwest. But I think what I'm looking for in a B tier player is someone who can heal as well. And I'm not saying you can't heal, but I'm looking for like a full send heal, at least in the B tier, I think. And you're a little bit shy of that still. But yeah, I think your maining's really good. You have a really good understanding of it. Your forcing is really good. Do all the guaranteed interfaces. Good forcing, good capes. Yeah. I'd almost put A and B, but the healing's too bad. Bad RNG. And like Jess, I'd even argue Kiv's probably better than Jess, and Kiv doesn't use the plugins as well. But Kiv also can do the 5-man coal, like collecting full send, like a proper full send, 57, 66, all earlies, all that shit, you know? And it's not gonna be like Sabo. So yeah. Smack. Smack, I guess. Not played with him too much recently. I don't think he plays like that much. Does play. And probably like a little bit more on the casual side. I'll probably put him C, I think. Like I said, we'll go back and rearrange it all. Like he can do he can do full send, main heal death in 5-mans. I think maybe not healer, maybe just shy of it healer. I'm not sure. Like I said, I haven't played with him too much recently. But yeah, it does Midwest. Yeah, probably C tier, I think. Jedi. Let's think. I think for me, he's just shy of S tier. Good PBs. But yeah, I think we're going to put him A tier. We're going to have probably overflood the A tier at this point. Is what it is. Yeah, good player. I think he's been focusing on healer a little bit more recently. I've noticed his healing's gotten a bit better. Quite a lot better, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, good. What else is there to say about Jedi, really? It's got good QS, I think. I think his forcing is actually a little bit weak. Which does impact some of the QSs. Like if you have, it's kind of like if you have really strong forcing, it makes the QS easier. So yeah, we'll leave him in A for now. Floyd. This is S, easy S for me. One thing holding him back is kind of bad internet, I think. So a lot of his trowels and some of the OS calls, they do kind of, I don't know, it gets fucked over on them, even though he's clicking it hella fast, you know, it just doesn't go through. But, yeah, I've got to take that into account, obviously. But yeah, in terms of skill level, really high. Hits the 63 sevens, can branch, does leech 5-mans, does duo heal. Like, it's essentially a top 5 player, but because of his shitty internet and contributing bad load time, but you can still branch, obviously. Yeah, gonna have to put him in S, I think. Like I said, we'll go back and figure this all out. Joey. Again, I don't think I've played with Joey for quite a while, so he might have gotten quite a bit better. But I'm just gonna have to go off of what I remember playing with him last. I think it'd be similar to Smack, I'd say. But yeah, it's been a while. I've just seen him play recently, so I did want to include him. So yeah, I think we'll leave him in C for now. Prod. Ooh, essentially the GOAT from back in his day. Come back after a pretty lengthy break and able to branch, able to right click. Again, super high skill ceiling. But yeah, I can't justify top 5 without playing 5-mans, and he's only playing Leech at the moment. So we'll leave him in S. Like I said, we'll go back here and figure it all out. Caden. Oh. Tricky one. Okay. I personally think Caden is... Oh, fuck. I really want to put Caden in S. I really do. But right clicks. All these players in S tier can right click. Caden, a little bit weak on the right clicks, I have to admit. Doesn't branch either. And his QS is really good. So I think he's a little bit reluctant to try branching, but I promise if he just tries it, like actually just accept you're gonna sabo the next like 10 rounds of your main attacking. Like, who gives a shit? Like, if you just wanna practice the branching, just fucking send that shit, man. And you'll find it's really easy. Once you get the first one, it's piss. It's very easy. So I think we'll go up to A. But yeah, very consistent. A lot of gambles. Yeah. Like I said, we'll go back and figure this out. What I should have mentioned about Slomu actually has a lot of gambles as well, so he's very consistent. And I'm looking for consistent players that I would, if I was let's say I was healing in a 5 round or something. I'm looking for a team that can support me without saboing me, and do it pretty much every fucking time. That's what I'm looking for, and that's how I'm grading it. So, Trail. Let's put Trail. Oh, this is a difficult one. I think we're getting the A's and B's mixed up a little bit currently, so we're gonna have to go back and change some of this. It's difficult. I think we're gonna put Trail in B, but I think I'm gonna be dragging some of these players down from the A to the B. Now he's a good healer, but like not super consistent at getting the really fast times. I think defending is pretty good. I think and attacking is pretty good, but I don't think any of it is like the wow factor. It's just solid. You know what I mean? It's a very solid player. To bring Artins down, I think. All right, we'll leave it like that. All right, for bees. Oh fuck. All right, Vex. I've not played with him in a while, I have to admit, but he has been playing, so I do want to include him. From what I remember, because I played maybe this isn't the last time I played with him, but 2 years ago-ish, he was playing 5-mans, and he was very, very good. I remember that. He's kind of gone to Leech and become a Leech. I think he only plays Leech. Maybe the occasional 5-round. 5R. Yeah. But I don't think he does, like, Leech speed strats. Which is gonna affect the rating, I think, a little bit. So we'll put him in B. Now, I mean, where would I'd probably put Vexed above of Ice, but Vex I don't think attacks from memory anyway. And we're gonna have to do that. From my personal opinion, from what I remember of Vexed, I think Vexed is probably more skilled than Icebox. I think. But yeah, I don't know. I really don't know with a lot of some of these. But Ice does all roles and all styles, like all like Leech and 5s. So yeah, I don't know. tricky. Radio. I don't think he really plays that much outside of races and tends to only collect or second attack. It does main occasionally. Like, he's pretty good at maining. His forcing's pretty consistent, I think. But he's a little bit outdated. Yeah. Tricky. Fuck. Let's see. So we've got C's. Who are these C's? I'm gonna have to put diabolical, but that's only because he doesn't really heal or defend. And fuck. Oh, we're gonna go back and figure this out. Doesn't heal or defend. Yeah. Fuck it. We have to move on. Is what it is. White Zin. No, I can't. It's C. I'm a little bit reluctant to put anyone in this D tier. We'll see. We'll just put those guys together. Devil and Radio. I think that's a fair pairing. White Zin. Wow. Kind of new player, I think. Leech does a little bit of 5-mans, I think. Sub 11 attack, sub 11 heal multiple times, I think. In Leech, which is really impressive. Like in normal Leech, with the normal strats, nothing too fancy. Spent a bit of time showing her some attack, but I mean, she's kind of done most of it on her own, I think. Really cracked. Yeah, really high skill ceiling. Like, if you look at the right clicks that she does on the sim, she gets like 50 or something in a row with like really zoomed, the most zoomed out setting. If I copy, like, I've copied her settings on that sim, and I can only get about 10. I can only get about fucking 10, whereas she can get 50. So yeah, let that sink in for a moment. There's insanely high skill level there. But yeah, kind of new player, doesn't defend. Have to go B for now, but really high skill ceiling. Probably be seeing Zin much higher up as time goes by. But we'll leave her in B for now. Tony. I'm pretty sure this guy thinks he's fucking shite at BA or something. But no, he's a top 5 player. Yeah. And for me, let's do that. We'll go back and talk about it a little bit later. That's actually mean this, yeah. Yeah, Tony does. Yeah, he does 5-mans, does Leech, does all roles, trials, branches, OS cores. 63-7, can right click, he can do the 66-7, like he can do it all. Very consistent player. Again, probably one of the most, if not the most, fun I have playing with. I really enjoy playing with him. Yeah. Maybe I should talk about this now, because I've rearranged it. Free. But yeah, fuck, maybe we're giving it away. But this is going to be 3rd, this is going to be 4th, and this is going to be 5th. I think Exley is going to be just shy of the kind of 1, 2, 3, and 4, just because he's newer at 5-mans, you know? Maybe give it a month, and I think Exley is going to be pushing probably number 1, to be honest. He's that skilled. Like, higher skill ceiling than me. But yeah. Just kind of new at 5-mans. For that reason, it's going to put him 5th. But yeah. Data, just fucking Mr. Consistent. 4, we'll put him there. Tony, I think, it's just a weird one. If I had to compare Tony and Data, I think Tony does have a slightly higher skill ceiling than Data, but Data's probably more consistent, just because Data has more gambles. But like, it's a weird one. Like, there's like hardly anything in it between all these players. Like, like at the very top level, because there's so many good players at the game. The game's been out for fucking ages now, and there's a lot of players all doing the same sort of stuff. But yeah, for me it would be Tony 3, Data 4, Exley 5. Get some more water. Swizz. Again, crazy amount of gambles. Like, I don't know how many, but like over 10,000, like 12,000, 13,000. It's a lot. Swizz. Again, load time. His load time's really bad. I think it's gonna affect his rating, sadly, because he's a really good player. I'm gonna have to put him B, I think. Can I justify B? Let's see who we got here. Is he top of B? I don't know. Let's think. Very good leech attack, but QS obviously is gonna let him down. I think he does do like does what Rufus does. I think in terms of like he kind of trows. Like there'll be, let's say it's bad pre-move. You kind of click in the direction towards the ladder, and then you flower. So it's like a trow flower kind of thing, and I think that's really difficult. So consider, and I've seen Rufus hit a lot of those actually. Rufus did. I have not seen Swizz actually too much. I've not actually played with Swizz in a while, to be fair, but Rufus did vouch. Yeah. Yeah, it's difficult because Swizz plays 5-mans as well. And Swizz is probably actually a considerably better healer than Rufus, I think. Probably defender too, but I think Rufus is just a little bit lazy like that. Just can't really be bothered to learn the new stuff, but really good attacking. I'd actually say Rufus is probably a better attacker than Swizz right now. It just sounds crazy. Yeah, Rufus is that good. His forcing's fucking good. I don't know. Maybe what we do is we'll do difficult. I'm gonna have to put Rufus above a Swizz here because Rufus's attacking has really impressed me. Bad RNG. D1. Okay. I'm gonna put him in S. Now where in S? I don't know. We'll have to come back and do it later. But in terms of defending and runners, I don't think anyone's got him beat. Maybe Salsa. I don't know. They're kind of on the same sort of level there, I'd say. Maybe Salsa's slightly better. Who knows? I don't understand any of that shit, I'm more of a fucking cool with the horn, run up the map, drop the food, and just do the same shit every single time. I'll give you a perfect death round pretty much 99.999% of the time. So, yeah. D1, yes. D1 can hit the 63-7 as heal, which is considerably harder than the 66-7 in Leech, I've got to say. Because the right clicks can only go on the bottom option, whereas in 66-7, you actually have tick spare in 66-7. So you got all day to do those right clicks, and they can go on the top or the bottom option. So yeah, the 63-7 in 5-mans is a different gravy. No tick spare, and all have to go on the bottom option. So yeah, D1 can do that. Again, load time holds him back, I think. Although recently definitely gotten much better at the QS. I think he's been trying to just grinding, I don't know, but yeah, I've noticed it's become much better. I actually saw him branch as well, I think it was last night. So yeah, but yeah, the QS is, it's not like a top 5 player QS. Let's be real, load time's it's too much of an issue there. So yeah, we'll put him in S. Rucko. Oh fuck. Rucko. Where do we put Rucko? This is interesting because Rucko has good PBs in 5-mans. But I don't think he's that skilled, if I'm completely honest. Maybe a little bit choky on defender when he gets fast. Well, I've noticed that pretty much every time I'm healing and he's defending. Rarely get like a perfect. There's always something where I'm like, oh, he's panicking, you know. Yeah, actually a very good main. But uses double notes, probably the best of double notes. But I mean, double notes just pretty shit if I'm honest. It just results in a lot of antis. I have to I'll put Rocco in. I'm gonna feel like a cunt. But yeah, I don't know. Has a good heal PV, but oh fuck it now. I can't. Oh, fuck. I'm putting B. I can't justify A. I'm so sorry, but I can't do it. Alright, moving on. I do like Rocco. Me and Rocco are good friends, but yeah. I think he's pretty bad. Bad as in B. But anyway. Bond for Iron Man. Oh, fuck. Okay, this is... He's been playing a lot. I think he's probably the newest player here on this list. So for that reason, I'm actually going to put him in D. But... it's a very good main. I spent a bit of time teaching him, well, not teaching, kind of showing him how to main, I guess. And I think he's been practicing. But the only problem is, I think he's only playing main. I think execution-wise, a main, really good. Obviously, can do full send. Forcing is pretty solid, you know. But yeah, I think where he's really going to struggle is reading the game, you know? It's kind of... And maybe because... well, definitely, because he doesn't heal as well. Yeah, that's really going to affect his maining at the top end. If he wants to get much better at maining, like significantly better at maining, then he's going to need to learn healer. Because you need to be able to understand what the healer's doing, what they're clicking, how... Just understand everything, like... What to cape based on the scenario you're given. Can the healer right-click? Is it stacky? Are you going to get splashed? Where are the eggs going? How fast can the healer spam? Do they have 1-tick spam or do they have 2-tick spam? Like... yeah, I don't know. And just, like, reading... Where is the healer gonna go? Which order is he gonna poison these healers in? And just like that stuff. But yeah, to become a like top tier main, you need to be able to heal it as well. So yeah, for that reason, we're gonna leave him in D. But at the end of the day, he's the newest person on this list. Let's just be thankful he's made the list. So yeah, I'll leave him in D. But yeah, needs to learn healer. To improve at main. Not that his maining's bad, like I said, the execution's good, but the reading of the game probably quite poor. Not poor, but yeah, could use a lot of work, I think. 14. I'll put 4 in S tier. Can branch maybe just shy of 63-7, but can do 64-7. 63-7 is just something else. It is incredibly difficult. OS calls all worlds. Like when I say OS call all worlds, what I mean is you're getting railed with, let's say I'm QSing, I'm railing you with instas on like West, East, or EU, and you can handle it. That's what I mean when I'm looking for someone who can OS call, and 4 can do that, obviously. I think he can actually trow EU as well, which is pretty impressive. I don't think his load time's too good. But yeah. Like, just super fucking consistent. Like, I think he has more gambles than... I know. Actually, don't know. I think I have more gambles than he does now. But yeah, you get the picture. He's got like... He's got a shit ton of gambles. Or maybe... I don't know. I haven't checked it in a while. He's got a shitload of gambles. He has so many gambles. And like, what makes me love him as a player is just the consistency. Like, maybe it's not like creme de la creme. Like, on any other roles, maybe. Like, you know, like a top... Like, you know, maybe it's not like top 5 level on any of the roles, but you're getting a good fucking consistent round and he's getting the job done. So for that reason, yeah, S. And I'm going to go back and figure all these out properly. Yeah, just consistency for me is a massive thing, I think. Fosters. Okay, that's interesting that they were together actually, because this is all randomized. Fosters. Again, I would say with like me and Data in terms of like the consistency factor. 4 and Fosters are like the exact same. They're the NA version of me and Data, I think. So yeah, a shitload of gambles as well. Very skilled, I think. What does let him down is healer, I think. Obviously, he's still like fucking insane at healing. But like, if I were to compare his healing to like a top 5 player healing, I'd say his healing's weak. Yeah. What I do like about Foster, he's very good at the white stocks or the 1-tick stocks. So when like a defender calls late, the OS calls late, he's gonna stock quick enough that it becomes net 0. He's very good at that. He can do meat as well. Tofu worms, I think, fairly easy, but meat is really fucking hard. And he can do that on EU as well. And he's a US player, so that is just fucking, yeah, really good. Foster's probably one of my favourite players, if not my personal favourite, I think. I just remember when I wasn't as good, I was watching him do the QSing and stuff, like doing the Trow QS. I just thought it was sick. Doesn't use any plugins at all, really. Yeah, put him next to 4 for now. But yeah, really solid pairing, those two. Yeah, like I should have mentioned also, actually, he can branch, he can Trow EU as well, branch Trow EU as well as US, can right click, OS calls all worlds, fancy OS calls as well. He's not just fucking cooling, he's cooling and moving, you know. yeah, he's got the good shit, man. He's good. And that's without, and I've got to say, that's without the cool plugin. His shit is not highlighted. He's just that good. Funky. Ooh, okay. Funky. Good. He's got good main. I think his maining is good. QS is pretty solid. His US West, he can trow US East. His West trows are alright. No, good, sorry. West trows are good and can trow on East as well, which is just like 80 ping or something, which is really impressive, I think. Healing a little bit weak compared to his attacking and defending. Defending is pretty solid. I think he's better in 5-mans than he is leech. I mean, like, he does leech, but he's like more of a 5-man player. I'd say he's better in 5-mans at least. Yeah, slightly weak on healing. But like, it's not weak. Do you know? Like, he's still doing full send healing. So I'll put him B, I think. Like I said, we'll go and fix all the order up later. Second Wind. I actually play with Second Wind a lot. I play with him almost every night. I think what he needs to do, he just needs to push himself a little bit more. I think he gets a little bit comfy, especially with the healing. I think he's very consistent. He rarely misses ticks when he's stocking. He doesn't really miss like ticks like that. You know, he's quite an experienced player. It may be a little bit nervous when playing with really good people. It's understandable. Like, everyone gets that. I'm gonna put him B, I think. Yeah, pretty consistent. I might even put him A, to be honest. Oh, but then no, I can't. All right, we'll go back and fix all this shit up. But yeah, I think second wind's maining's good. Got pretty good forcing. QS pretty good. Defending's actually probably his strongest role at the moment, which is kind of wild to say considering he was doing like East Death and all that bollocks like not that long ago. But yeah, he's learnt Midwest in 57.6, he's doing 66.10, he's doing all the shit, he's doing all the earlies. Like, I think he's pretty bad in Leech actually. Yeah, he's actually very bad in Leech compared to his five man. Yeah, that is his five manning is very good. Yeah, I mean, I play with him every fucking night. He can't be that bad, right? Yeah, put him in B. Scorch Beast. Ooh, Scorch. I don't think he's played that much recently, but we'll include him anyway. I've always liked Scorch. I think he's again a lot of gambles, very consistent. You know what you're getting, and pretty skilled. I think where he excels though is probably game knowledge. Like his game knowledge is fucking up there. I'm gonna put him in S. I think Scorch is an S tier player. Very consistent. Again, not like maybe not creme de la creme on any role apart from collector because he's the world record collector after all. But yeah, you know what you're getting. A fucking consistent round with him on any role. So yeah, sub 10 all. You know, yeah, easy S tier. Easy. Black Elf Boy. I think yeah, this guy does Leech and five mans. Probably more recently he's gotten into the Leech attacker role. Become very good at that. I'll put him in B. Like I said, we'll go and edit all of this a little bit later at the very end. But yeah, good player. Enjoy playing with him. Yeah. Rated. Alright, again, I've not really played that much with him. I know he was good maybe 2 years ago. I think now, probably a little, I don't know. Probably a little bit behind what he was maybe 2 years ago. But he's come back from a break, a pretty lengthy break, I think. I think his Leech attacking is pretty good. I think his healing is probably his weakest role, from what I've seen anyway. Maybe his clicks let him down. That's what I would assume. And from what I remember, I don't think I've seen him deaf, but from what I remember 2 years ago when I did see him deaf, he was good. But yeah, I think we'll put him in the B tier. And we'll kind of go back and edit all of this a little bit later. Oh, that's alright. Where did we have that? Like that. Okay. Alright. Killer AK. Oh, it's another one of those ones where kind of good, like good years ago. Now a little bit weaker on main heal and death, I've got to say. He has been grinding, though I think he might have gotten a little bit burnt out. He was looking, the progress was looking good on the main heal and death. But yeah, can 2A and can collect like perfectly, pretty, you know, like near enough, like, you know, full send, 57, 66, all earlys, all that shit. So that helps, obviously. But I gotta, yeah, for B tier, I'd need pretty good, like, maining, healing, or defending. And I think your maining is good, to be fair. But fuck. I'm gonna put him C. Put him C tier. Vilge. Vilge, I think. Vilge is, I don't think he heals or defy. He does, but not to the level that he leech attacks. His leech attacking is his best role, in my opinion. It does play 5-mans and does play leech, but yeah, leech attack seems to be his strong point. Really good at that. I'm putting B, to be honest, because he can do 5-man collecting and second attacking and maining as well to 57, 66, all earlies, and it's going to be good. Can Trow, forcing's pretty good. Maybe struggles to QS after forcing. That's when it becomes really hard, when you have to force and then you have to do the QS, because if you're not overly confident on the forcing, there's just no way you're going to be able to click the ladder in time, because you're kind of second guessing yourself when the wave is going to end. So yeah, to take the QS to the next level, you need to take your forcing to the next level. But yeah, I think Village is really good. Put in B tier for now. Sean FE. I've always liked him. I think he's really good. Really good heal, really good def. Does play both 4s and 5s. Maybe a little bit on the casual side, since he takes a lot of breaks. He's kind of in and out of BA. We'll put him B tier. From what I remember, seems like I think his healing and defending is really good. Maybe he doesn't attack as much, but yeah, defending really good. OS calls on EU and on US, and he's a US player, I think. I'm not sure on that actually, but I think he's US. Yeah, and that's a big thing, being able to OS call on kind of all the worlds when required. Oh, okay, Tone. Okay, let's start with the bad thing actually. So one, okay, well obviously the bone claws, but that actually wasn't what I was going to say. It's for me, it's the OS calls. Now I was just mentioning the OS calls there. I think Tome, yeah, a little bit of a problem with the OS calls if I'm completely honest. Even I think he's US West, and even on West, I don't think he's 100%. East, again, not really 100, but not close, not even close to 100% if I'm honest. UK, I can understand actually, because that's like 150 ping. I don't expect anyone to be able to do that. Maybe Worms, but yeah, that's really hard, I think. But yeah, US East, I would expect him to be able to OS call consistently. So I think what he's got to do, he's got to refine his method of OS calling. I think it's easier than he's making it. I think he does too many, a little bit too much movement on the mouse. The OS call is no movement at all. It's up or it's down, just a tiny bit. It's actually much easier than people think. But yeah, all right. So he can branch. Tome can branch, yeah. That is pretty skilled. Very good healer as well, I think. But I think his clicks do let him down. Like, it's not that he has bad clicks, but I think if we compare him to like S tier player, I don't think he has S tier clicks. And the OS calls for me, yeah, not quite good enough in my honest opinion. But he's one of my favorite players. Really nice guy. Okay, but he branches. Okay. And also, actually, fuck it. His forcing is quite weak, if I'm completely honest. But I think that's because of the bone claws. Like, you don't really, like, without dragon claws in this minigame, you're not gonna be putting as much time into maining. His QS is really good, I think. But I think wave, like, when he has to force, he's gonna really struggle to QS consistently, if that makes sense, or like me anyway, if that makes sense, without getting better at the forcing first. So yeah, he really needs to work on the forcing. I think it's definitely improved, but I think he could still get much better at forcing. And yeah, OS calls. So I think Tome, I think for those reasons, even though he can branch, and his QS is good, I think he's probably just shy of... He's A or B for me. I can't quite decide. He's not S, but he's A or B, and I can't quite decide where to put him. I'm going to put him A, but I do wish he would work on the because he can branch. Like, there's no way I'm putting a person who can branch into B tier. Hint, hint, Rocco. Get branching, buddy. So, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I lost my train of thought. Tordant. Really good healer. Really, really good healer. Kind of neglected attack, I think, in the past year or a couple years. He was a really good attacker, I thought, for 5-mans. Doesn't really play too much 5-mans. Does come to races, heals. Yeah, I think his healing's really good. Annoyingly, I think he has neglected defender as well, a little bit. Obviously, he still makes strats and stuff, but I don't think he cares as much about it all anymore. You know, he's kind of had, probably past his prime. Maybe, you know, like he's had his glow up like years ago. Like, he's made strats for defender. Like, he's done all these things already. He's kind of just playing in the game now. Leech speed, admin, yeah, you know, he's just cruising. But yeah, really good healer. For that reason, I'm going to put him in A tier. Really good healer. Lights. Again, the game knowledge, I think, is really high with Lights. Like, he knows a lot about the game. Although I think execution-wise, he is... it kind of lacks a little bit. And I think that was mainly because he from what I can tell anyway, maybe a little bit nervous when playing with really good people. I think he will excel when he plays in bad teams and he's the best player. He'll excel in those sort of teams. But when he's kind of met with people who are his skill level or slightly higher skill level, or like, yeah, I play with Lights a lot. A little bit choky, I think, and it affects his performance. I'm going to put him in B tier, but yeah, has a lot of potential if he would tap into it. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, really good player. Knows a lot. Pelko. Not played with Pelko like all that much recently, at least. Plays 5s, I think, a little bit. Plays 4s as well. Got on into leech attacking as well. What I can say about Pelko, actually, this motherfucker can right click. I think Salsa made him learn some, or just practice right clicks. Like, it's, yeah. And I noticed that he stacked the 48 and the 54 on wave 7, and that motherfucker nuked it. B tier for that reason, I think. I probably slightly, yeah, I would probably put him in C, if I'm honest. But because he can right click, it's actually quite helpful. I'm going to put him in B. Yeah. I'd really recommend all of you to just practice right clicking. It's going to make your healing so much better. It's going to make your clicks so much better. It's going to make you so much more confident at the game. It's not something you can just do. You have to put the hours in and you have to, like, just, you know, you have to practice it. A lot of you think this is all kind of natural, but no, all of these top 5 S players, these guys have put fucking hours in. They've worked harder than you. So, yeah. That's what it is. YBD. Recently got better load times, been branching, actually trowing, branching, yeah. It does heal and does defend, but not a lot. Yeah, I think he's still kind of in the learning process of it all. Done like a lot of gambles, attacker and collector. Has played 5s, has played 4s. Plays both, I think, mainly 4s at the moment. Really good leech attack. The attacking is really good. The forcing is really good. I can't justify... I personally think YBD could be S, but I can't justify S without knowing all roles to the same sort of level, you know? So I think for that reason, we're going to have to put him in A. Yeah. He's... Yeah, the way he's going at the moment... He's going to be S, I think. He's very skilled. And he puts the work in. So yeah, just needs to get the healing and defending down. Fuck's sake, man. Just fucking learn it. No. Yeah. Anyway. Alright. Fuck. Okay. So we have Salsa, and we have me. Start with Salsa. Obvious top 5. Yeah. So, like I said. Okay, let's... Yeah, okay. Salsa. Yeah. Above these 3, for sure. Probably the best player in the game, if I'm honest. The best player in the game. Probably the best right clicks. Probably the best defender, knows the most shit. Again, really good, like, forcing is top tier, and QS is top tier. But the ping is a massive problem, I think. It's gonna sound a little bit wild. I fully admit Salsa is a better player than me. But we're gonna take the top we're gonna take number 1 on a technicality due to the fact I have better ping, and I would rather play with myself than Salsa. Put it that way. Which sounds wild, but with me, I think you're gonna get consistent top 5 level gameplay, all roles, all styles. You know, duo heal, leech, 5-man. I can right click. Don't miss ticks. I white stock meat. I white stock meat on US. I do all this shit. I do the OS calls. I call and move. Yeah, I don't know. And for that, there's a lot of flair that Salsa misses out on, and because of the ping. I mean, if the tables were reversed and we would play on Oz, or like we all had the same ping, I think Salsa easily takes number 1 from me. He's a better player than I am. But yeah, we're gonna take it on a technicality. And after all, my tier list. And I do think I'm a better player than Salsa based on the evidence I have, and that is the ping. Yeah, I've got a little bit more flair in my gameplay because of the ping. That's alright. But yeah, I'm often asking Salsa for help on a lot of things, especially defender. Asking him a lot of questions and all of that. Alright. So, yeah, top 5. Opus, Salsa, Tony, Data, Exley. That's kind of what I decided there. Like I said, I think Exley is going to be contending for that number 1 spot very soon, to be honest. But we'll see how that goes after he's learnt the 5-man's a little bit better. But yeah. Okay. S tier. Okay, let's figure this out. I'm going to leave Big top of S. Just missed the top 5 for me. Just missed it. Who would be next? We have to go. Probably have to go Raid here. Obviously, the attack, like I said, the attacking and defending is not quite where I want it to be, but pretty much the best healer in the game. Yeah, it'd kind of be doing him too dirty to put him any lower than that. This is already doing him pretty dirty, I think, but we're gonna leave it like that. How long has this been? This has been quite a while. Okay. All right, so let's keep going. So we got Big, Raid. Who's next here? I think Foster's for me. For the consistency, I really love consistency. Make it a big thing. We go Floyd. If Floyd had better internet, I think he'd be top 5. But yeah, the internet really lets him down, I think. But yeah, super skilled. As like, you know, just as skilled as top 5. And to be honest, there really isn't like that much difference between all of these players, like I said. Prod. Yeah. Easy S. We'll do it like this. big raid, Foster's 4, Floyd, Prod, D1. Maybe we'll do that. Just because Dren a little bit on, yeah, struggles on the ping, I think, the OS calls and the QS, but is an S tier player regardless, in my opinion. Okay, so what have we got here? Greygoon. Who would be the best A out of these? The best A out of these would be... Ooh. Fuck, Somu, I think. Next in line here. Oh, this is difficult. I think we'll I'm gonna go Caden. Next, I think we'll go. I'm gonna put YBD there, I think, actually. Just wish he'd get a little bit better at, yeah, I just wish he'd put more time into the heal and defending so he gets it all at the same level. Ooh. Alright, next after YBD. I'm gonna do K and D. Actually, in fact, I think K and D should be in front of YBD, actually. Yeah, K and D's got really good, and all rolls as well. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna put Krim there. He's quite high in A tier. He is that consistent on normal leech death that he has to go there, I think. And he can heal it. He can heal just as well, but not quite as well. But like he's still hitting like 66. It's 78 wave 8 with the 1x, 51 fight. Like just consistent stuff. I'll go Hafter next. We'll go Goon. I'm happy with that, yeah. We'll put Goon there. Ooh. Yeah, okay. Flash better than UAM? Yeah, I would say so, yeah. Probably, yeah, I think Flash is actually quite a bit better than UAM, but yeah, just that sort of nerves on pace factor lets him down a bit. Kitty soup. Oh fuck, that's my brain. UIM. Is UIM better than Kitty? Yeah, for me he is. Is Kitty better than Soup? No. In my opinion, no. Is Kitty better than Jedi? No. Is Kitty better than Tome? Probably not. Oh. It's hard. It's just really hard to judge. Only does leech and only does kind of heal death, but make strats. Yeah, I think I'm happy with this. Tor, we'll put him bottom of A. I think that's fair. All right, B. All right, top. I think I'm happy with Rucko top of B. If he can hit a branch, maybe I'll move him up to A tier. But for now, we're gonna leave him in B. Yeah. RFSU, I'm happy with RFSU being second in B, I think. Now, let's see. Okay, let's just work like this. Is Swizz better than Artins? Probably not for me, no. Is Swizz better than Trail? Possibly. Oh, shit. It's so hard, man. Fuck. Let's see what else we got here. Danny. I'm just gonna put Danny bottom of B. Make things simple. I'm gonna put Zin low B as well. I think new player. I think. Oh, I said he had right. I think we're gonna put Pelko in C actually. Put him towards the top of C. Icebox Rosh. Oh fuck. I might even put Rosh. Oh, fuck's sake. All right. Struggling here, lads. All right, convert. Fuck me. All right, Funky. I think second win's better than Funky as of right now. Black Elf boy is probably quite low on the B's, I imagine. Lights. Shornify. Phil. Fuck it. I'd probably put second wind. I'd actually put second wind. Hold up. I think second wind should be there. Yeah. Okay, this is looking a little bit better. Ravid. Just leave them there. I think that's fine. Yeah, fuck it. Let's Elfbot. Yeah. Actually, Danny should be a little bit higher actually. Danny, I ain't put him there. Okay, I can live with that. That's fine. C tier. If Pelko's here, he's gonna be top of this, I imagine. Pelko, Kiv, I imagine Jesse's probably towards the. No, maybe not. Ooh, Lex is probably a little bit lower than these two. There we go. Alright, fuck it. Yeah, I don't know. I could spend all day rearranging. But I think that's probably it, to be honest. We'll see. Alright, well, it was a long-ass video. I can't believe it actually went on for that long. I did a lot of fucking talking there. Probably not quite as savage as I should have been or wanted to be. Yeah. Anyway, enjoy.